It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
And off we go from Denver. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
4-yard line.
From the gun, it's locked. And the Raiders have got him.
Sack.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Throwing on second and long. Lock. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the
A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll get 3 up to midfield. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 43-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Taken down.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on second and 8. Now to the air. Lock. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Shotgun snap to Lock. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable second and 1. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Lock. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
They went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They'll run here on third and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7. Raiders nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Broncos 14. Raiders nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Carr. He's airing it out for, oh, wide open, complete. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyrell Williams, 82 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. second down and 7. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now they try the right side here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
He's brought down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Block working out of the gun. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now here's a carry heading left. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Vegas, first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
It was
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up
on 2nd and 9. Carr throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. 3rd down here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Number 20.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good at getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 5 now. Block. That's going to be caught by Judy. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup at 25. On first down, Locke.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Goes first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Play action. Now it's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. Got an open man. It's Scott. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, 28 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Raiders 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and is much more successful as well.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
But that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
The Raider first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Simmons on the tackle.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Las Vegas first down.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Flushed, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Raiders.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No gain.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a play fake. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Buying time to his left. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And to give this time to the tailback. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Carr now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Judy, already his 2nd touchdown here in this. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Justin Simmons.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
16 yards. And a Raider 1st down.
From the gun, Carr dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Clock now on 1st down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. This is the tight end Fant. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
on 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd and 9, Carr looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. From the gun, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Forcing the incomplete pass on 4th down and then roughing the passer.
Your offense was ready to roll, ready to get out on the field and take over. Instead, self-inflicted. Now they have to stay on the field and play.
Carr completes it. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Carr able to find Ruggs. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Carr now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He got out of the pocket there. I was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Flushed out right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And McManus able to put it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
To number 20.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Locke. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll give him a gain of 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. Past the 20.
Bring it! Bring it!
And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Let's go.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now McManus for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And a fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Check back 50. Come on, baby.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Las Vegas.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And to give this time to the tailback. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down with 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.